Okay, for the rest of the answer key, I'm really going to focus on what the equal sign tells us. Remember, that means it's the same as, so that's the same as is going to be my line going down here. All right, and when I rewrite my equation on the other side, 40 equals 4c plus 12, I need to make that line through the equals, that's the same as, right away. All right, so then on my hanger model, I'm going to redraw 40 on this side, and then I need 4 C's, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I need 12, that was orange, and 12. Then I'm going to connect them all with the itty bitty line. And if you don't have that itty bitty line, that's okay. So at this point, this says 4 C's, and 12 on the right side. Okay, I am now ready to start figuring out what C is. The very first thing I have to do is get C's all by themselves. So I have to get rid of that 12. So to get rid of that 12, on the other side, I need to change 40 into 12 plus something. So I'm going to just very quickly do 40, take away 12. So that's the same as 30 plus 10. 10 take away 2 is 8. 3 take away 1 is 2. So I need 12. And I need 28 because together, these two make the 40 from up above. Right? So because that's 40, I now don't need this one here. This now still says 40 is the same as 4 C's plus 12. Okay, my next step then is to take away 12 on both sides. I'm going to cross it out. So all I have left are these C's, right? Then on the other side, I need to take away 12. Take away in math means minus. So over here in this box, I need to take away that 12, and I need to take away 12 from this side too. Now I have, drop that down, I have 4 C's and 0. And on the other side, I already did this problem, but we'll do it again quickly. I have 28 is the same as 4 C's plus 0. Let's look back and see if that's what our picture shows. Yep, it shows, I'm going to highlight it, 28 is the same as 4 C's plus no numbers. All right, we're getting pretty close to done now. Now what I want to do is I want to change each of those C's into a number so that all together they make 28. So this 28 is going to get split, let's go hot pink, it's going to get split into 1, 2, 3, and 4. That 28 is going to get split into 4. So that is the same as 28 divided into 4. And I know that that's 7. So this C is 7, that C is 7, this C is 7, and that C is 7. All right, let's see how that works on the other side. So I'm going to say 28 split into 4, and those 4 C's got split into 4. So now I have 7 on the left side equals 1C. And I could write, if I wanted to, plus nothing, but because anything plus nothing is itself, I don't really need it. So this should be my final answers, right? That should be my final answer. 7 is the same as C. And again, if we go right back to those C's and we change those into 7s, here they are, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 7, 14, 21, 28. And we add the 12 more that was originally there. This problem is now 28 plus 12. That's what we highlighted. That's 10. Add a 1 for the 10. 10 plus 20 plus 10 is 40. So there it is. There's my 40. And that is what was originally on that side. So the correct answer is 7 is the same as C. All right. Some bigger numbers, but not really any harder. Right? Very first thing I'm going to do is write 5D plus 16 is the same as 56. And then I'm going to draw my lines going down to show the balance. Now this time, I'm not going to keep zooming in and out. I'm going to try and do it all at one time, and hopefully you can see what I'm doing. So I have D, 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 and D. I have 5 Ds. And I have 16. And on the other side, there's 56. Okay, so far these look the same. 5Ds and 16 on the left, 56 on the right. So I want to get rid of that 16 right there. So all I have left are my D's. So I need to change 56 into 40 and 16. Because together, 40 and 16, together these make 56, which is the same as that number. So because that's now 56, I'm going to get rid of that box of 56. It's still 56 here. I'm just changing how I look at it. All right. Now I'm ready to take 16 away from both sides. Let's grab a different color. I'm going to take 16 away from both sides. Take it away from the left, take it away from the right. Over on the other box, I'm going to take it away from the left and take it away from the right. On the left side, I have 5 D's left. Here they are, my 5 D's. I have 5 D's left, and on the right side, I have 40 left. There it is, it's still left. Okay, so this 40 box right here has to get split into 5 because there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 D's. So that 40 has to get split into 5. Show that splitting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 40 split into 5. Ideally, you just know this is 8. That means each one of those should then be 8, 16, 24, 32, 40. Yep, that's right. So on the right side, in my algebraic representation, I'm going to show 40 split into 5. And I'm going to say my 5 D's, instead of a group of 5, they got split up into 5 little groups. And each group is a D, and each D has the number 8 next to it. So this is my final answer. And notice, there it is in the algebraic, in the hanger model as well. That D has an 8 right next to it because D is the same as the number 8. Okay, then next one. I might zoom in just a little bit here. So we have 100 is the same as 6 E's and 28. Okay, draw the line down the middle. Draw the line down the middle. On the left, I have 100 as a circle. On the right, I have 6 E's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think the E's are supposed to be circles. So I'm going to go back to that 100 and change it to a square. Sometimes when I do so many of these, I get them screwed up a little bit. So I need 6 E's and I need 28. So there's 28 in my box. All right. And now I'm ready to start. So I need to clearly get rid of that 28. So I'm going to say 100. Take away 28. 0, 1. I have to zoom in. 1, make that a 9. 1, and now I have 2. 9 take away 2 is 7, so it should be 72. So that means I'm going to take that 100 and change it into 72 and 28. And then I'm just going to kind of do some thinking around this and make sure that this is right. 8 plus 2 is 10. 2 plus 7 is 9, which would be 90. 90 plus 10 is 100. So I do actually have 100 on this side. I get rid of that 100. Okay, now I'm ready to start doing some balancing. I'm going to take away 28 from both sides. In my algebra, take away the 28, and notice how that 28 is stacking on top of itself. When we took away the 28, we were left with 72. When we took away the 28, we're left with 6 E's. And we can say plus nothing. So now our hanger model says 72 is the same as 6 E's plus nothing. So this 72 has to get split into however many E's there are, and there are 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now I need 72 divided by 6. I know that that is 12. So each one of those is 12. 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72. All right. So the 72 got split into, not what number it got split into. I'm doing this work right here. 72 got split into 6 because that's how many E's there were. There were 6 of them. The 6 E's got split up. We wrote them as separate groups. And in each group there was 1 E. And next to each E is the number 12. So our answer is 12 is the same as E. That's right here. 12 is the same as E. 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 All right, the super challenge one. Okay, I'm going to write it over again. F plus 18 is the same as 4Fs plus 12. All right, so there's an F on that side, and there are 4Fs on this side. One, I'm going to have to zoom in a little bit. I'm going to run out of space. 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then we had 18 and 12. Alrighty, I'm also going to make that line that goes through the middle. Make the line through the middle. Make the line through the middle. Alright, hopefully you can see why this is a challenge. It's because there are F's on both sides of our balance. Alright, so I'm just going to pretend like it's exactly like the problems that we've already dealt with. Okay, so this one's got all these F's on this side. What if I just wanted F's and wanted to get rid of that 12? I'd have to make sure that there's 12 on the other side as well, but there's an 18. So I'm going to rewrite that 18 as 12 and 6. And then I'm going to cross out that 18. Now, I can connect all my little doodads here. Now, I can cross out that 12 and that 12. Cross them out. Minus 12 in my right-hand box. It says I have an F. That's right here. I'm going to highlight it for you. I have an F. All right, and I also have a 6. All right, let's see. 18 take away 12 is 6, so I have an F and a 6, F plus 6. On the other side, I have 4 F's, but no numbers left. So that's the same as having just 4 F's. And I can say plus 0, or I could just say having 4 F's. Those are equivalent statements. Okay, now the difference is I can't just take my 6 and split it. I can't take my 6 and split it because the 6 isn't by itself. So what I really want to do here now is I want to get rid of that F. So if I take an F off of this side, I also have to take an F off of this side, just like it's a number. So I'm going to say minus F. Now I have left, I'm going to highlight 6 and 3 F's. So I'm going to write that down. I have 6, so let's grab a different color, brown. I have 6 on one side and I have 3 F's on the other. I could say I have 0 F's left on this side. But that's the same as just saying that I have no letters at all, so I don't have to write any letters at all. Now I can do some splitting. Now I can say that one number over here, the number 6, is actually going to get split into 3 groups because that's how many F's still remain. So I'm going to write 6 split into 3, and my 3 F's got split into 3 because there are 3. 1, 2, 3 F's. So I got split into 3. All right. It should say split, divide by. So 6 split into 3 is 2. And my 3 F's split in, each one was just F. So this says 2 is the same as F. Let's see if that works. 2, 2, 2. All right. Let's look at what's really all on this side now. 2, 2, 2, 2, 4, 6, and we have 6 on that side. It's in balance. Or I can go back to saying, well, if these F's are 2's, then that F is a 2 and that F is a 2. So I'm going to write that in, 2 and 2. And I can go back to counting all my numbers. There's a 12, there's the 12, all right? So let's see now. Let's see if this works. Remember, you can't count. Let's make it kind of yellow gold. You can't count this 18. You can't count this 18 because that 18 is this 12 and 6 right here. So you can't count that 18. That's the only one you can't count. All right, so let's see. 2 plus 12 is 14 plus 6 is 20. 2, 4, 6, 8 plus 12 is 20. So you can see that it's still in balance. This last one was really tricky, and I wish I would have been here a lot more this year because we would have spent a lot of time on problems like this. But you will be spending a lot of time on those in your 7th grade class with Ms. Garhofer too. Great job. You have completed the last assignment of the year. Make sure that you turn it in to get credit for it.